I was talking about someone who makes around $1 million and his assistant who makes around $500,000. And when I looked at the situation, I could see that the people were very insecure, irritated. In the corporate world, they were very high, but in personal lives, deeply unhappy. So today's meditation is about praying for those who we think have more than us. That takes off the edge of any sort of jealousy that we might be having, right? But today's meditation is going to be our real power. What does power really mean? These people, when they climbed up the corporate ladder, they thought that they're getting closer to power, which they equated with money and a profile. But power is not that. In the Vedas, there is the story of Prahlad. Now, in all cultures, the story of the fight between demons and gods is actually the fight inside us of good thoughts and temptations. But in order to drive the lesson from the Creator, all cultures have demons and all cultures have gods inside them. But this whole ecosystem of gods and demons is inside us. With that clarity, we try to understand that all the stories of God and devil are symbols of the eternal fight inside us to be better. It's a very, very subtle but very, very tangible force always inside us. The desire to be better, to be the next version 2, version 3 of ourselves. And often that desire is to have power. And we seek power over others. The kings and all those stories, they have power over others. And we think that kings had a good life. They had miserable lives. They lived in forts, which is they're isolated. And they lived virtually in a 365, 24/7 paranoia, because they knew that whoever gets to be the king killer gets to be the next king or to be the kingmaker. So they could not trust anyone. And that is why loyalty was really awarded. If the king felt that this guy was really loyal, he would give them anything because it meant that he was safe with this person. But it happened very, very often that loyalty would become disloyal. So where does power end up? If you end up with the ultimate power, which is to be a king, and then you have a paranoia, in fact, you can't even eat food. All the kings have someone tasting your food before you. You want to drink something, you have to get someone to drink it and then wait for a few seconds or a minute that the guy doesn't die and then you can drink. So there's no spontaneity to it. You can't drink or enjoy anything. We just create this image that being a king, queen, prince, princess are happiness because these are people with power. So the story of Prahlad is a story of power. Once it so happened that the demon king Hiranyakashipu won over all the three worlds: above, below, in between, past, present, future. And as a demon king, how had he become a king? He had prayed to the creator Brahma intensively and intensely. Prayed till Brahma was finally the. If you will call out to God intensely, God will come in whichever form you are asking for. In the early 20th century, and probably now also, there are sects who see God as a devil and call out to him, and he comes as the devil to them. It's whatever you want. Whichever form of God you would like to invite, you intensely pray with devotion. That form of God has to appear in front of you in some form. So Hiranyakashipu prayed to the creator Brahma. And when Brahma appeared, he asked for the boon of immortality. Brahma said, even I go around in cycles. I do not know which Brahma I am, probably Brahma 1,500,000, whatever it is, but even I go around with cycles of apocalypses and creations. So how can I give you something I do not have? The demon king thinks, okay, then give me the following boons. I should not be killed neither at day, neither at night. I should neither be killed by an animal or a human being, or humans were not even by animals or gods. Should not be killed by by any instrument that can be thrown or used by hands. Should not be killed at home or outside home. Should not be killed neither day, neither night. So a set of conditions, marking out in his head that, okay, this is the way that I don't want to be dying. And probably in Brahma's mind, it was, oh, these are the conditions that under which you don't want to die, so there is some other condition. Okay. So Brahma keeps on grants him the boon. The demon king becomes all powerful, wins over past, the above, below, the three lands where you can see. He rules the creation in short. But the demon king has a son, and all sons. We think that a king is good. So many kings were so concerned that their sons were useless. Very few of the kings had princes that could live up to their fathers. Very few. So the demon king was really got really mad when he was told by the school teachers of his son that your son seems to be praying to God, Vishnu, the one who appears time and time again on the planet to save humanity. We do not know where he got this from, but he is always praying to the creator God, Vishnu. The demon king Hiranyakashipu was really mad, and he tried different ways to get rid of this child. He got his cousin, one of the demons who could not burn, to hold the child and jump into fire because he couldn't just outright kill his child. And the demoness who had the boon of not being able to burn somehow got burnt, and the child was saved. And many such attempts were made on the Prahlad, the boy, but he did not forsake his prayers to God, Vishnu. Finally, the demon king had enough, and he took him outside his home and put him in chains. And in that chain was held by an iron pillar. And that pillar was at the cusp of the house and outside. And he said, so you believe in a God, Vishnu, and you don't believe in me, who your father, the king of demons, and I'm the all-powerful, and all creation I have won over. And he said, no, Prahlad kept on praying too. So he said, if your God is so powerful, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Let him come to save you. And at that moment, because Prahlad has intense devotion, the iron pillar, which was between the house and the outside, and the time was the twilight when it was neither day, neither night, God came in the form of half an animal and half a man and held the demon in his calves So not in the air, not in the ground, and tore him apart with his nails because he was half lion. And this form of Rudra, it's called, this form of ferocious God, because everyone is God love, God love, God love. This ferocious form of God was something that the whole universe, creation was amazed at. And the anger of Narsimha, half man, half lion God, was such that no one could pacify him. Even his wife of Vishnu, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, abundance. But in reality, so everyone prays in India to Lakshmi, 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 because they mean it's money. But Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance of heart and wealth of knowledge, clarity, which flows from the scriptures. So they were, to God, all the gods could not pacify the creator God in that form of half lion, half man, Narsimha. They said, "Oh, Mother Shakti, pacify your husband." And she said, "Nothing doing. He looks too ferocious even for me." So the only one who could go near him was the child Prahlad, who had triggered this avatar, this coming of God, this manifestation of God as a Narsimha. He was the only one. The child goes near to the half lion, half man, bathing in the demon's blood and still growling. But Prahlad is not afraid. He sees the love of God in everything. And only he is able to pacify. So Vishnu, the creator, asked him, ask any boon, whatever you want shall be yours. And Prahlad says, God, give me the boon of not wanting any boon. I do not have any desire. I see you. I have enough. Seeing you, I do not wish for anything more. Anything in life that you want, whether you want love, sex, money, power, the ultimate power is the ability to say no and walk away. Just walk away. That is the ultimate power that you can have, or anyone can have. So, with that in your mind, anything that you want to have, when we say to the universe, I want this, I want that, I want, what exactly is happening? Anytime you say, I want a relationship, I want this to be happy. On the surface, we are asking the universe, which is an extension of our own higher self. So it is very interactive. That's why we have coincidences and synchronicities and this, because the universe is not a discrete and separated from you game of life. It is an highly interactive contact sport. So you have to be really, really be very, very cognizant of your power. That even if you did not have this relationship, this money, this whatever you're hoping for, wanting for, it can be, a lot of people have right now relationship. I want a man in my life. I see a lot of men, and I do not see a man who will be able to make anyone else happy. They are themselves children in our age, finding comfort in the games on the cell phone, finding comfort in toys that they call electric cars, finding comfort in sex, not as opposed to connecting and having love. So you have to be very, very cognizant that have realistic expectations in a relationship. And same goes probably for women also. We are in this dream world where we're thinking that if we had this relationship, we would be happy. After a few minutes, hours, maybe even seconds, with whatever we are saying we want, we will be miserable. Whatever it might be, you are going to be miserable. 100%. That's the law of champagne. That the champagne fizz, it bears out very fast. So with this power comes with this power of saying no comes the absolute clarity that whatever we are asking of the universe, we are going to be totally complete. Whether we have the job of our liking, whether we have the relationship of our liking. And then with that completeness, if you go out and get a relationship as a responsibility, as a complete responsibility that I'm going to be serving the universe, then we are fine. Tisha, I had a couple of people had joined and I don't know what they were trying, but I removed and they left. So the universe is always going to be interactive in that way. It's going to be coming up with challenges. But if you're not initiated into this clarity, you're not going to get it. When we desire from the universe, I want this job, I want this relationship, I want this result, we are confirming at one side, I want this, we are saying, at the other, we are saying to the divine inside ourselves, without this relationship, without this result, without this money, without this, I am incomplete. Anytime we make a desire, we want this, I want that car, I want this specific result to be happy. Inside it, the other side of the coin is talking to us and saying, declaring to ourselves at a level of heart to our own divinity, I'm incomplete, I'm incomplete, I'm incomplete. I want this from the external world to make me balance. I want this from the outside. And that is our own self-affirmation. So we are going to be praying for the ultimate power. Imagine in your heart that you are getting whatever you want so desperately. A man who understands you, or a woman who is giving, or a job that makes you feel self-realized, or some money or something, whatever you. And in your heart, with the power of the prayer, see yourself as a golden power, complete in itself, laughing at yourself for having this desire, and then being equanimous about whether you have it or not. A lot of times when we show to the universe, I don't care for it, I'm good with or without it, the universe will conspire to provide you if you are totally equanimous about it. Closing eyes, focusing on your heart as a golden circle, because a circle is complete and doesn't need anything. It can be like a whirlwind, a circle, a spiral, and just feel the mantra of Purnamadi, Purnamadi, Purnamadachyate, Purnasya, Purnameda, Purnameva Vishesh. The mantra means from the infinity of the universe, life, God is not really said of what. Nothing can be subtracted to make it less infinite or perfect. Nothing can be added to the infinity of love. Everything is perfect. Everything is infinite. There is no incompleteness in anything and everyone. Oh, let this mantra go deep inside to your heart, healing you of all your wounds. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate Om. Let it drive home. Let it go deep inside your heart so that all your small desires and wants and asks are removed. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate Om. And cover it up with Gayatri. Om Bhurvuvusva Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayam Om Bhurvuvusva Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. In total silence, see yourself as a perfect golden light, not needing anything from the universe, but only giving your love, giving your light, giving your laughter to everything and everyone unconditionally. Om. Now we are going to Om Namah Shivaya, breathing out from the heart and offering and fulfilling our obligation. Breathing Om Namo in your heart, imagining the perfection of the universe represented as God's image in your heart, whichever image of God you like. Jesus, Mother Mary, Shiv, Vishnu, Krishna, whichever you, Ram. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Sending love, light, and laughter from your heart to all the ancestors who gave us the body. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering love, light, and laughter to all the mothers, all the feminine energy, Mother Earth, and learning from Mother the art of supporting others unconditionally. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Remove all your anger at any feminine energy, including your biological mother. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering from the heart to all the male energy, all the fathers. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering gratitude to the Father Earth and learning the art of burning with a smile for others. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering to all the teachers, anyone who gave us any pain on during our journey on this planet, because they taught us how to be spiritual. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering to all the seen and unseen angels who have walked and supported us. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. With Om Namo Shivaya, with the passing of the energy through you, each one of us becomes an instrument of the universe. Without a personality, without a name, without a face, just a servant of the universe. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Offering gratitude for all your past lives, previous lives, future lives, for this gift of the ultimate power of being able to saying no to anything and everyone, including to life. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. For a higher cause, you can say no to anything. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo. We are praying for all the sick and sad people who are suffering. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. We are praying for Carolina so that she can go through her Vipassana. Congratulations, and she can go through it easily. The 10 days of silence, she can enjoy them. See it as an enjoyment. Om Namo. So the whole group is praying for her Vipassana. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Chi and daughter. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Jenny and parents. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Galia and sister. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Either and father figures. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Gene and son and grandchildren. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Cat and health. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Mila and father figures. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Olga and daughter. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Paras. Om ancestors. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Preeti and father figures. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam. Sarve Shanti Nirame. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyat Duktekam. Om Trambakam Yami. Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Murvarupnan Mrityurmukshin Amritam. Om Bhuvarbhusa Tat Savitoranyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayam. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om. Till tomorrow, same time. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.